gonna do a little experiment today. We just cruised a little Carolina Skiff out here to this little sandbar on the river. About a 4.5 mile cruise, and she ran pretty good. But my first actual test drive, you know, taking it out to run the boat and fish out of it, the motor was running, I had it wide open and it wasn't missing, it's running good. But it seems like it should have a little more power. And I don't know if it's because the bow's riding high. And I thought about it, but I didn't mess with it out on the water that time. But you know, you got your tilt holes, and there's 5 of them on this Mariner. So today, I've dropped the tilt so the prop's in under the motor 1 notch, and to drive out here, and it seems to do a little better. But I think it needs to go a couple more. Today we're gonna run it on all 5. We're gonna start at the highest one, which I think is gonna be the worst. But it could surprise me, jump this boat up and get some RPMs, and it could take off. We'll see. We're gonna start at the highest one up, and we're gonna run through them. I got a little GPS so we can see how fast the boat's running. See if we can get the nose down and actually get up on the water a little bit, and see which position gives us the top speed. And you know, I guess, you know, it'll always change. You know, it can change 1 or 2 holes depending on, like, if you got a person up front or the way you distribute your weight. But today it's just me, our fishing tote with safety gear, cooler, and the puppy dog. So we're gonna see what it does. We're gonna start hole number 1 all the way back. See, we got these holes right here, if you can see them, and 3 down, and there's 2 more I can go forward. But we're gonna start back here at this top one, and we're gonna see what happens. My guess is we're gonna be riding like, just pushing. We'll run through them, see which one works best for us. Laura May! Lorelai! Hey, stop running. You gotta let your ankle get better. Or your knee. Okay, stop running. Oh, good girl. The water's cold. I don't know how you're doing that. All right, we just pulled our pin out. We pulled the motor up, pulled the pin out, and put it on the highest hole. So let's see what it does. I'm thinking it's gonna run high, but we'll see. We'll hit this straightaway right here. See what happens. So 11 miles an hour, way too high. So we'll kick this in neutral. 11 miles an hour, way too high. So we'll adjust it. One up. That was the furthest one up with the motor tilted prop all the way up. Alrighty, we are in hole number 2 now. I think we're still gonna be way too high on the bow, but we'll see. She does fire up first try now. I like it. All right, got a speedometer. We were 11 miles an hour on the first one. 11 miles an hour on the first one. So we'll see what we get here. Clock 16. Clock 16, that's pretty cool. Pretty good there. It's a 30 horse Mariner on here, so we should be able to get more than 16 out of it. Let's see it. Let's kill the motor. Raise it up a hole. All right, folks, we're on the 3rd hole. This is the hole the motor was on when I bought the boat. So this is where I was running it until I moved it down 1 more to come out here. So see how it runs. Hold on, Lorelai. That was 20 miles an hour. We're gonna turn around and see people fishing right here. All right, the third hole, we hit 20. All right, I put it at the fourth hole. This is the hole that I ran out here with. We'll see where we clock on this one. All right, motor's not latched. Let's latch the motor. All right, motor's latched now. That might have been a problem. Let's see, let's turn around. Try it again. Got 17 out of that hole. We got 20 out of the third hole, so bow high might have been the way to go. We'll try to go down to the next hole. We'll go to the fifth hole and see what happens. All right, guys, we are in the last hole, the hole closest to the boat. It's gonna bring the prop underneath the boat the most. Should make the bow ride the lowest, but we might just have too much boat in the water. So we'll see if we get anywhere close to 20. If not, we're gonna go hole number 3, and that's where we're gonna leave it. But I still feel like this motor should put out more power. I might just need to clean the carburetor. It seems to not be missing, but it might not be wide open. So we'll see how this goes. This is the last hole we gotta try. All right, ready, baby girl? Let's go. Yep, that is not it. The fifth hole is not it. We only got 8 miles an hour, and you could just tell the motor wasn't getting enough RPMs just because it's so far underneath the water, trying to move too much water for this little prop. When the prop's a little further up at the surface of the water, it allows it to slip a little more, get a little more RPMs, push the boat. Anyways, so out of hole 1 through 5 in this little J14, we're gonna be in hole 3 was the best. That got us 20 miles an hour. And every once in a while with this boat, it's like once you run it for like a good 30 minutes or an hour, if you're just constantly running it, it feels like it gains speed. So that's what happened the last time I went and bass fished out of it for a day. So it very well could need a carburetor, but at least we got out here. We tried these other holes in here in the tilt. So hole number 3 is what works for me right now. Yours could be different. It might not be like mine, just depending on what boat you have. Just experiment with it. You might as well, you got these adjustments to get the best out of your equipment. You might as well just play around with it a little bit, play around with your setup. See what gets you the best, hole shot, speed. top end speed, whatever, what works best for you. So appreciate you guys watching and turning into Bass and Bee TV. I hope everybody enjoyed this little experiment we did. I just wanted to know personally, so I figured I'd share with you guys, and hope you guys have a very blessed week, blessed day, blessed Christmas. Thank y'all.